I often talk about building flexible habits, habits that bend with you when life gets messy and don't break. So, having alternatives for how you're going to do your habit, even when life gets busy. But what happens if you're struggling to even start or remain consistent with a new habit? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It's not about willpower. Consistency with new habits is about having a system that makes it automatic. Today, I'm going to show you one behavioral science trick that will make sure you don't have to rely on willpower or motivation to make those new habits stick. Welcome to Healthy Habits, Stronger You. I'm Katie, and I help women over 40 cut through the noise, build habits that stick, and get stronger with simple, sustainable strategies for movement, mindset, and nutrition. Last week, we talked about a 10-minute strength circuit that you can do to make sure you're continuing to make progress in building strength. But knowing what to do and actually doing it are two different things. If you have to think about doing that 10-minute strength session or doing the thing that you want to do, then you've already lost. Thinking about when you're going to do it or having to decide takes up mental energy that you don't have, and it makes it fall by the wayside. That problem of inconsistency is because you're relying on your motivation to do it at a time when you might not have the energy. So, what do? Here's one solution. It's called habit stacking. It's not a fitness trend, it's not a fad. It is a proven behavioral science principle that we can apply to new movement habits. So here's how it works. Our brains love routine. Every time you do something consistently, like brewing your coffee or taking your medication, your brain is creating strong neural pathways based on that activity. Habit stacking simply takes a new, really small thing and stacks it onto that already established routine. So if you've ever read Atomic Habits by James Clear, this is nothing new that you've ever heard about before. But we're just going to take it and we're going to apply it to this situation of building new healthy habits. So first thing you do is you break that habit down into something really, really small that you know you can do every single day. And then you take this formula that says, after I, in parentheses, do my established habit, I will, in parentheses, new tiny habit. Why does this work so well for women over 40? Well, it removes the need for willpower and that drain of mental energy that it takes when you have to think about what you're going to do. It makes your new habit tiny, obvious, and really doable. So let's take a look at 3 examples of ways that you can do this. Here is one that I could do because I'm a coffee drinker, so it's an obvious anchor point in my day. I could say if I wanted to be drinking more water, making sure I'm hydrating. When I'm drinking my coffee, that's a great time to think about it. So I could say after I pour my coffee, I will drink a glass of water. That is now tying that water, which is super doable, to my coffee ritual that I already have going in the morning. So tying those together is going to make it a natural success point for me. Here's another one. If you are trying to get more mobility into your day or things to make your joints feel better, here's one you could do in the evening. You could say, after I brush my teeth, because it should be something you do every night, after I brush my teeth, I will do a standing figure 4 stretch. You can hold on to something while you do it, but that is a simple way. After I brush my teeth, I will do a standing figure 4 stretch for 30 seconds on each side. Easy win. You're brushing your teeth every day. Doing a standing figure 4 stretch is something that takes 1 minute out of your day. That is tiny and tied to something that you're doing on a regular basis. Here's a third example, tied to when you sit down to relax at night. I don't know about you. I often sit down to watch TV after my kids are in bed and the day is done. So I want to get a little extra strength in my day. I could say, after I sit down to watch my show, I will do 10 body weight squats while the opening credits are on. Ties it to a relaxation part of my day. And it's small and doable that it's almost ridiculous for me to say that I won't do my 10 body weight squats. You have to take the habit and make it really small and tie it to something that you already do. And you're going to start to see consistency and you're going to be able to build from there. We are aiming for consistency, but we're looking for consistency and progress over perfection. You don't have to be perfect. So if you're doing this new habit stacking and you miss it once, don't worry. Just start over again the next time. So it is not about perfection. It's about consistency. And we're just trying to make it that much easier by tying it to something that you already do. Keep this habit stacking success formula in your toolbox for when you're trying to build new habits. And you'll find more consistency and success every time. I will see you next time. And remember, every new habit you build is one step closer to a stronger and healthier future you.